What do you mean about bleeding time? Oh dear. How is everybody? How are you tonight? I'm looking around with some new settings here, so bear with me. Let's have a look at this. Right down. There we go. I can't hear myself thinking now. Hello everybody, how are you? Hoping you can all hear me very well. I'm messing around with some new lighting. I bought myself one of those halo light things because I think Jason said in one stream that my live streams are a bit on the dark side. So I thought I'd try one of these ring lights and see how they go. Makes my glasses look funny though. So yeah, so I'm currently playing around with that. That's as low as it'll go. Hope everybody can hear me okay. If not, I'll speak up louder. It's a bit weird really because I've got like a noise cancellation thing on my new phone. So when I'm playing the live streams back, I can hear myself and I can't hear what's going on in the background. Whereas having this DMU running around on here at the moment, it sounds quite deafening to me. So anyway, who have we got in the chat tonight? Let's have a look. Click on that. Right. Go right to the beginning. We have Christopher Hobbies Blog. Hello, welcome. We have Paul. That's a Wolf Sexenix. We have Andy. That's a Hot Dog Pilot. We've also got Clive at Newlyn Railway. Bong hellos, everybody. People all saying hello to one another. Clive's now bollocking me because I'm late. Sorry. What else have we got here? We got Craig at New Durham Junction. You might have just seen his brand new Manor Class steam locomotive. Excuse me. I just had my tea. He just bought himself a new steam locomotive. Like diesel man through and through, but suddenly he decided he wants to have a heritage railway, so he's treated himself to a Cura scale Manor Class, of which the name I cannot remember. I'm sure he'll probably tell me in a moment. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you all. So that's his new Cura scale steam locomotive, and it sounds absolutely great. Who else we got in the chat? We've got Dan. Hello, Dan. How are you? Even all bet he's late because he's blaming the leaves on the line or the snow. Yeah, it was the snow. That's what it was, Dan. I understand, Brian. Yeah, I know, mate. What else we got? We got Flymo. Hello, how are you, my mate? How's things up in Scotland? Because I tell you what, it's -2 here, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot colder up there. I hope you got yourself wrapped up warm tonight, mate. What else we got? Have I caught up with anyone? I bet he's eating his waffle, says Paul. That oi is on the Hornby's website, lol. No chance, Dan. No chance. Linking to the Facebook group, I know, shameless plug, lol. Oh dear. Uh, is your French as bad as mine, Andy? Well, my French is blooming awful. Now here, just -2. Think outside. Tapper split after 2 years. Even survived -20s, but had a few summers since then. Yeah, okay. Petite pois pas. Something to do with small peas. A little bit. Um, or BST. Now, you've got to be really careful when it's BST time, because it could be Brian start time, or it could be something else. Papa, Nicola. Oh, Nicole. Oh, right. Okay. That's going back to the old Citroen adverts. Is it? Was it? No, Renault, wasn't it? That's it. Renault Clio, wasn't it? And then Paul goes, "Speak of the devil." Brian appears. About bloody time, no cheeky shit, Rob. I'm assuming that's Rob. It could be Grace. What else we got? RGJ trains, however, many minutes Brian was late to his stream. Is how many minutes before your stream you have to go live tonight? Yeah, I might have been late, but I'm not as late as Grace can be. Oh, Timber Surfers in the house. Hello, Timber. How are you, my friend? We got Pete at Delft Junction. Hello, Pete. How are you? Think I'm catching up with everyone. Grace is a whole different level to late. Yes, I agree, Rob. Raymond, how are you? Hello, tongue tied. He's saying hello to people. People are saying hello to one another. It's the Mistrons. The Mistrons. But yeah, you're showing your age now, aren't you, Andy? I remember them from the reruns. Oh, Mick's in the house. Hello. How are you, Mick? If you haven't already noticed, I have got it just coming around now. There it is. No, wrong finger. That one there. Yeah, it's oh, what was it? I think it's a class 117, I think it is. I'm doing this. Right. I thought it was the Mistrons. I've missed something there. I do vaguely remember the Mistrons. I was more into the Terrorhawks. I like the Terrorhawks better. Tom Couples is in the house. Hello, Tom. How are you? Why have you not got a spanner, Tom? Let's put that right, shall we? Just remember which button to push. Oh, here we are. Add as moderator. There we go. There you go, Tom. You've been spanned, my friend. Trevor Stubbs is in the house. Hello, Trevor. How are you? People are still saying hello to one another, and I have actually caught up with the chat. Yay! Okay, right. So, how many have we got in the house so far tonight? We have 23 people. Oh, no, 24 people in the house now. Excellent. Well, welcome, everybody. This is my monthly waffle. And I thought for a change that actually have a train running. And I am very, very, very unsure as to which. I believe it is a 101, but we'll see, shall we? Something just flickered on the screen then, so I hope something didn't go completely wrong. Oh yeah, there was a bit of a buffering going on there, wasn't there? Don't do buffering. Oh, it's creeping up. 25 in the chat now. I don't normally say this, but if you feel the need, you have to. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to do it, but if you wish to stick the thumbs up, then great. It means I know that you're actually enjoying listening to me waffling for the next 2 hours or so. Right, okay. I think this month, Martin at Shedmouth Junction won't be doing a live stream tonight. I believe he's working, but he did say hello anyway. Craig at New Drum Junction asked me to share his new Acura scale Manor class steam locomotive, and why not? Because it is absolutely beautiful, and I wouldn't expect anything different from Acura scale either. And I suppose while we're talking about Martin has very kindly sent me this mug. It's him and Evie on the front of the cup there, and on the back it's got top supporter written on the back. So there we go. So that's my mug of the month. So cheers. Thanks, Martin and Evie. Enjoy my cup of coffee in your mug now. But if anybody else so happens to have mugs with their YouTube brand on there and you want to send one to me, then yeah, go for it. You know, and I can feature it in Mug of the Month. Yeah, if you do want to message me, by the way, if you go to my About section on my channel, you will find my email address and you can email me from there. Okay. Anyways, right, so what have we got lined up for you tonight? Well, to be kind of honest with you, not really a great deal. I have been working on the layout. Obviously, time has been playing a big factor in things as well, as it usually does. And yeah, you know, so I have been having a play with it. I've been experimenting on a few little bits and pieces, and I finally started assembling. Started words. I've started assembling the bridge on the west side of Phillipson Central. It's actually starting to look pretty good. If you've been on my Facebook group recently, you will have seen a picture of it as it looks now. So yeah, it's coming along really well. I'll show it to you in a bit, but it's still in the very early stages at the moment. I've got the girder bridge up. That's temporarily held in place at the moment. So there's still a lot of looking around to do with it at the moment. But once I'm finished and I've ballasted the track around the area and into the tunnel, then I will fix the roof on. But I'm still debating as to whether to leave the roof loose. Although in saying that, the tunnel itself is probably about yay wide. So it's more than enough room for me to get my hand in if there's ever a problem. So yeah, I'll show you that later on if you're interested in it. And yeah, why is the chat not scrolling up? Right, so forgive me for a moment, people, just in case I've missed anything people have said. Andy, if we had the same idea. That Hornby Bridge has been around since the 1960s, indeed it has, and was even offered by ATT in the US, prelude to Model Power and AHM. I suppose if you know your American brand, you probably know what that was. I don't. But yeah, it has been around since the 1960s. Hornby actually offered an extension pack for it too, which ended up with 2 arches at both ends and another piece to go right in the middle here. But that is going to be moving very soon. Over the Christmas period, it's going to be going over here. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get it in, and I'll have trains running back up there again very soon. So I'm running that train up and around that circuit now, as a as the last time. It's probably going to run until after Christmas when I've finished sorting out all the track and everything up there. I mean, I had actually finished doing the track, but since I had this thing, plans have changed it just ever so slightly. So yeah. So what else we got? Right, this is getting annoying now because the chat is not scrolling up. Oh, Daz is in the house. Hello, Daz. Welcome. I just had a thought. Raymond, you're not Spaniard either, are you? Oh, hang on. Yeah, you are Spaniard. Huh. Why are you not highlighted then? Weird. Waffle cam. I like waffle cam activated. I like that, Trevor. Very good. Now I've got the heating installed and working after 6 years. What have you been playing at? Oh dear, what else we got? You've got a DMU running. Yes, I do, Raymond. As to what class it is, I have no idea. If I had to hazard a guess, I think it's a class 117, I believe it is. I know it's not a 101, and I know it's not a 121, so I think it's a 117, I believe. Okay. Oh, Leslie's in the house. Hello, Leslie. How are you? Nice to see you back, my friend. Ben, hello, welcome. How are you? Trying to catch up with the chat again. I've only had one as a treat snack, Trevor. Oh boy, what have you been eating? I must have missed that bit. Your last haul was quite nice. Those freight cars. Right, okay. Thunderbird to me, then Stingray, then Captain Scarlet. The old Dan, I didn't think you was that really old. I remember watching reruns of Thunderbirds at school. I remember being sat down in a class, and once a week, our teacher, he would drag the big, massive television into the classroom, and we'd all just sit and watch an episode of Thunderbirds. No particular reason why, just did. We didn't mind. 24/4 hit the like. Oops, says Paul. No spanner either. I don't understand that, Ray, because when hang on. Oh, it's changed now. There you go, Raymond. You have now been spannered, my friend. Let's see now. Oh, it's nice to see Tom's now got his spanner. We got 156. Andrew is in the chat. Hello, Andrew. I recognise you. You've been on a few times, haven't you? So you can consider yourself spannered, my friend. Norfolk Southern is a very popular livery here in the US. Oh, right. Okay, then, Raymond. You're in the USA, are you? People saying hello to people again. I think I've caught up. Oh, hello. Hang on a minute. Who's saying hello? Ah, Burton Central is in the house. Hello, Mr. X. How are you? Lots of spanners in here, lol. Yeah, well, you know, once you become a spanner, you're always a spanner, just like me. Clive, we bought a loco and some other stuff on Thursday and now found identical loco and load of freight cars cheaper. So just ordered some. Valor car system is $144 in the US. Trevor behaved, lol. Oh, I see. Timber is putting scale scenery. Scale scenery, scale scenery, scale scenery. Oh, is that a link to your 3D printing, is it, Timber? Didn't hear you read mine, Brylo. Oh, bloody hell, Rob. Hang on a minute. If I've missed, I do apologise. Hi, Ben. May miss everyone. Just sorting a few bits out. We'll say hello when back. Are you happy now, Rob? Yeah? Right. Now go and rest your arm, you daft bugger. Right. You are a bit behind in the chat. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Right. Okay, then. Hi from Joe, Mrs. X, Loft Widow. Hello, Joe. Oh, God. Put Mr. X back on. Nearly said his bloody name. Oh dear. No, I'm only joking, Joe. You can listen to me waffling for as long as you bloody like. Mick. At Lloyd Central Station, I have got an Accurascale Class 37 using a DAPL 21-pin decoder. Bug, I can't get all the lights on. Anyone got any ideas? Craig, can you help him out with that one if you're not too busy? Because Craig's out doing his taxi driving tonight. So if he can answer that question, hopefully he might be able to help you out, because I know he's got an Accurascale 37. How are the new lights? Pete, the light is not too bad, to be honest with you. I can see myself. The only drawback, of course, is when I've got my glasses on, you can see the halo in my light. See? Ooh. Oh, hang on. There you go. Hang on. It looks like I've got two halo light eyes now. Oh dear, sorry, I'll stop looking around. Right, so everyone's all saying hello to Mrs. X. We've got Mr. X, Mrs. X. We've got two X's, one more X, and it could get saucy. I can hear him laughing. Oh dear, no, it would be disturbing if I could hear you laughing, Mr. X. Grace, haha, he's one-arm bandit. Yes, he is. Remember, haha, right, popping off now. Nice to know I missed Bri. Rob's downstairs, haha. Grace, haha, stop laughing, haha. I got you, haha. Hi, Simon. Oh, Simon, Model Railway Showcase. Hello, Simon. How are you? I believe I saw everybody now. Oh no, we got Jake. Hello, Jake. Welcome to the chat, my friend. What else we got? I think we've got everybody. I get where the Mistron's reference came from now. I don't, Ben. I have no idea. For anyone interested, take a look at Hornby, please. Feel free to use the afflicted link here. It helps me to make content. That link's not working, Dan. But it's nice to know that Mr. Hornby is advertising Hornby, and yet Hornby doesn't give him a free club membership. Go figure. I reckon they should give you a free membership, Dan. Yeah, I think you need to have a word with them. Tell them that Uncle Frank said. Sorry, great Uncle Frank said. Brian is one of the Mysterons with that light. I need to have a look at this Mysterons thing. Ah, I remember now the halo light thing. I understand now. Yes, I know it twigged. My old brain started working eventually. It's sort of the smell of the motor fumes coming from that locomotive. That's what it is. The penny has dropped. Aaronville, welcome, Aaron. How are you? Let's see. Ben's retracted a message. He's retracted another one. Non-ESU decoder on Acura scale. You need to swap position of micro switch. Oh, nice one. Thank you very much, Clive. I hope that helps him. I'm going to go down there one day with a Ouija board and tell them I have a message for them. Oh, I love it. Oh. Great Uncle Frank speaking from the other side. That would be rather creepy, I think, but nice one, Dan. Oh dear. Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. Yes, that's correct. Brian is more like Joe Knighty than Captain Scarlet. I don't have the brains of Joe Knighty, unfortunately. Oh dear. I got the glasses. I suppose I think Ronnie Barker. Was it Ronnie Barker that used to do that? Can't remember now. Oh no, it wasn't Ronnie Barker, was it? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember now. Oh, Tim. Hello. Welcome to the chat, Tim. How are you? Let's have a look. Right, Mike. It does not take much to set Brian off. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's like, yeah, I'm off on one. Yeah, sorry. Eric, of course, it was Eric Morecambe that did that, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry. Thank you very much, Timber. Hey, Daz, he's in a lot of pain, but okay. Few cracks. Few cracks, so he's gonna call Monday and check that that's normal. I think that is normal, to be honest with you. I think when I had my knee operation, my knee was clicking and cracking like there was no tomorrow for the first few weeks. I think it's to do with swelling. So I wouldn't worry about that, Rob. In my opinion, at least, anyway. People saying hello to people in the chat. A bit fed up, to be honest. Been a long afternoon of model railways. Nowhere near the what? Excuse me. Nowhere near the progress I wanted, but one section is now wired in after identifying the short. There's nothing worse than a bloody short. But, you know, progress is progress, Tim. At least you're going forward, unlike Mr. X, who has now ripped up his bloody train station again. So anyway, so reconfiguration number 11 is now underway. But yes, Mr. X is changing his train station quicker than the weather. Hello. Yeah, I've tried. Sleep. Yeah, I get that. We can't all be 6 inches. Oh, 6 foot. No, sadly, not for you at least, mate. You need at least a couple of inches on your heels to get yourself up to that height. But then you might end up getting a nosebleed. Let's have a look. That's a good thing or bad thing for you, Grace. Good breeze. Right, Arjun. Hey, Mike. Mick, is Sue with you, Mike? Hey, Jake, and everyone I've missed. I got Brian on, but doing a few things. We will be live later after 8:30, sometime depending when Mam goes to bed. Okie dokie. I think I said hello to Daz, but if I didn't, hello, Daz. Nice show this morning, Mike. Oh, was Mike on this morning, was he? Oh, I must have missed that. Sorry, Mike. Right, okay. Mr. X is the ex-partner of Mr. E. No one really knows who they are or were. Don't get that one. But anyway, why are you doing that, Andy? Why is Andy doing what? Bucket? What? I'm standing on a bucket to watch the live stream. Good man, well done. Joshua is in the house. Hello, Joshua. You've been in a couple of times now, haven't you, my friend? So let's give you a spanner, shall we? There you go, Joshua. You have now been officially spannered. It's nice to see new people in the chat. It's also nice to see people that are frequent visitors as well. I'm really, really chuffed to hear that everyone is enjoying listening to me waffling. People are now saying hello to Joshua. Raymond. Hot dog pilot Andy. Just don't kick it or you'll be fine. Well, yeah, Andy, if you kick the bucket, then Mr. Grimm will be coming after you. Oh, Mr. Barnabas Junction is in the house. You see, Jason, I do listen to everybody's feedback, and I'm hoping you like the Halo and the Mistrons. Listening to Brian whilst doing other stuff on the putter. Well, as long as you're not sitting on the bob, Leslie, that's absolutely fine. Just back from the cold station. Oh, where have you been, Carl? In fact, actually, Carl, I am going to. Hang on, let's find you. Where are you, Carl? There you are. There we go. Right, Carl, you have been officially spanned, my friend. Welcome to the Spanner Club. Whoa, cold over here too, Carl. I bet it bloody is. Mr. Rex is now saying hello to Jason. Dublin Conley. All right. Oh, yeah, you're over in Ireland, aren't you, Carl? How cold is it over there then at the moment? It's -2 here right now. Oh, I'm going to give that. Oh, give that a little bit more beans. He's starting to struggle. I'm not too sure as to whether it's a fault or not, but I think my Gauge Master controller could do with a squirt of electrical cleaner because the control's a little bit dicky. I don't understand why. But every now and again, I'll have a train running around on the track and then just starts to slow down. So, yeah, it's a bit odd, but I've put the beans up a bit so he's off again. So, currently getting the final vote from form sorted for the Modeler Award. Okay, Jason, when are you going to be announcing the Modelers Award then? And Flymo would better win. That's all I can say. Stim, go DCC, Brian. Absolutely bloody not. Pete's now saying to people to hit the like button. If you want to hit the like button, you can do if you wish. I do very much appreciate it if you do, but I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head. Not too bad, Mike. Been referred to another specialist, as Dave said. I'm going to need surgery now to repair ligaments, etc. Just waiting for an appointment. Oh dear. So we got Rob then, who was the one-armed bandit. Always the cat from the local Chinese. And we've got Ben now, who's Hopalong Cassidy. Everybody's falling apart. Guaranteed for life, Brian. Yes, I do know that, Andy. Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if it's just a case that I just need to squirt a bit of electrical cleaner in there, then so be it. It's absolutely fine. But if I start getting some real big problems with it, then yeah, sure, I'll send it back to Gauge Master and get them to have a look at it for me. That mug reminds me, must see if they will sell me one. Who? Hornby? Only merch I've got so far is Delph's business card and RGJ train sticker. That's if it's okay to say that Rob and Grace, since Brian revealed it. yeah, that was funny. That was. See, Rob and Grace didn't tell me that it was a secret and they hadn't announced it. So when I announced it, it was like, no! But I'd already done it. In fact, actually, let's have a look. If I unscrew that down there, so you're all on a tripod. You missed ones. There we go. Right, okay, right. Up you go. Bye. Yeah, there's RG James trainer sticker up there. I'm pretty sure that if your card is up there, you will more than likely recognise it. Especially Peter's. Peter stands out like a sore thumb. Right at the back over there somewhere. Where are you? He's there. But yeah, that is that. Oh, I tell you what. While I've got you all on, while I've got you all moving around, I've actually added an extra piece to the shelf at the top. Look, so that top shelf now goes all the way to the back wall there now. So I've got more room now to put all my coaches on there. Also means I've now got more room to buy some more coaches as well. I've put myself on a bit of a stop on buying locomotives and stock at the moment. I'm trying to behave. Let's do you all back up again, because otherwise you'll drop into my crutch. And that won't be pretty. I'm shocked. I haven't got a sticker. Do you need one? I've got stickers. You've got one of my stickers, Jason. Jeff at Jumble Lane bought me some. Bought me? Made me. He made me some stickers and other labels and stuff like that. So I've got these little things. So what I do is when I go around to people's layouts, these mysteriously appear on their layout. So if you see one of them on somebody's layout, you know I've been. I thought you were going to sing tonight. No, I am not singing, Paul. Paul had mentioned earlier that I should sing Fairy Tale of New York. Although I could probably sing it better than whatever his name was that's just died. But absolutely not. Is the Mysterons by adding stickers to your layouts? Am I running any trains tonight, Aaron? Am I running any trains tonight? I wonder. I don't know. Am I? I don't know. Am I running trains tonight? Not sure. I keep getting a train that passes between my ears. That's a good trick, isn't it? Well, hang on. I got no stickers or mugs. Lol. Oh dear, Dan. Daz. Well, Daz, if you want a mug for your channel, then go to Jeff at Jumble Lane Printing, and he'll sort you out for sure. He also does hoodies and t-shirts as well. So if you ever see me at Model Railway Show and you see me wearing my hoodie and my t-shirt, Jeff made them. Shane McGowan. That rings a bell. Who the hell is Shane McGowan? So, let's see. Dan. So I can't tempt you with a Sentinel for $54.98 then, Brian. With you on your self-proclaimed stop on buying more. I'll come back to you in a minute, Dan, and I'll explain to you why I won't. Go on, Bri, run some trains. Right, going to run some trains. Hang on a minute. Oh no, wrong ear. Hang on, it's that ear, isn't it? Ready? Ready? There's one. There we go. Between your ears, is that a new tunnel? It is, Trevor. It's magic. Yeah, Fairy Tale New York was sang by the Pogues. Why is he for fuck's aching for? What's the matter, Andy? And I meant Dan, and I meant the Shedmouth Junction mug already has a Hornby one, but bought it from a boot sale for 25p. You mean more, Mr. X? You know, I've got one running. I have to clean off the rest of the layout to run any more trains. But I'll get to that as well in a minute. Let's see. Have you got a link to the guy that you mentioned about the cards, mugs, and hoodies, please? Yeah, I think so. Flymo, can you chuck up a link, please, to Jumble Lane Printing? Yeah, Jumble Lane Printing has an eBay shop, so you can always go over there and have a look at that. I don't know if you saw it earlier or not, but Timber Surf had put a link up earlier to Timber Scale, because Timber Scale is now back up and running again with Scenic 3D. So Timber, if you want to throw a link back up to that again, you can. While we're talking about links, everybody, if you want to share links to your favorite channels, or if you want to share links to your own channel, then go for it. You can do it as much or as little as you like. All I ask for in return is you participate in the chat. That's it. Yeah, because the last thing I want is people throwing up links to their channels and then just disappearing again. I don't understand why people do that. I can hear Rob now going, yes, Brian, yes, go on, get in there, Brian. Private joke. But Shane McGowan, just died. Ah, is that the guy's name, was it? I hate to speak ill of the dead, but he did have an awful voice. I didn't like him. But each their own. Right, people are putting up links. Oh, Timber has put a link up to Jumbo Lane. Awesome. People are throwing up links to their own channels. Brilliant. Timber Scale Printing, cool. Thanks very much, Timber. But yeah, absolutely awesome. Let's have a look at the DMU, Brian. You want a closer look at that, do you, Pete? Right, hang on. Let me finish my coffee. Come on round. Saying you're having to stretch. There he is. Yeah, see, I know I've got problems with it because when I turn the controller to the off position, I've still got power to the locomotive. So I know the contacts on the contacts need to be cleaned on the controller. Oh, I've got him up now. Oh, there we go. Oh, right. Yeah, so for those of you who are probably a little bit more knowledgeable than I am, you will probably tell me what class of locomotive this DMU is. That's the front of it. I believe it's a class 117, but I'm sure that somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But this is part of a 3-car set, as you've already seen. It's not badly detailed, really, considering that it's a Hornby locomotive. But yeah, so that's the motor end. And then obviously the other end's exactly the same, but without the motor in it. Well, actually, I'd say it was exactly the same, but it's actually got that's the motor, sorry. The motor has that sort of weird window there, which sort of disguises the motor a little bit on the one side there. But that's the motor end. Blimey, she's a bit warm. Mine's just been running for about half an hour. And then that's the middle coach. I bought this set. Where did I buy this from now? I think I bought this from the Worley Open Day. Was it earlier on this year? Yes, it was. It was earlier on this year. I bought this from the Worley Open Day. Yes, I remember now. I did, because I remember, I think it was Jeff at Jumbo Lane Printing. He picked it up and he had a look at it. He thought that was a reasonable price, because I think I paid £35 for it. And yeah, so he picked it up, put it down. Jason at Barnabas Junction, he picked it up and he had looked at it. So that's a nice one, that is. And I said to him, "Are you going to buy that?" And he went, "No, I don't think I will." And I said, "Right, okay then." And I paid the man for it while it was still in his hand. So you've got to be quick when I'm around. Oh dear. Steve at Route 7 Railways, he'll tell you. Oh, we got somebody new in the chat. A McCarville Studios. Oh, hello, welcome to the chat. I do hope you stick around and you enjoy me and my waffling. Paul. Good evening, Paul. How are you in Paris tonight? Kyle Stevens is now in the house. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, people. I've missed a bit of the chat out, and I've missed people coming in. There's a Hereford Martin. He's coming as well. hello, welcome to you. And you think it's a class 110. Okay, Martin, thank you very much. Let's have a look. Okay, so just to let you newcomers know that you will see the mass majority of people here have all got spanners, and they are the people who come into the chat on a very regular basis. And when you do, I give you a spanner. So if you're new in the chat, don't worry, you're not being left out. It's just that I can see who is new and who isn't. So yeah, so Hereford Martin, welcome. Right, RGJ Trains has just uploaded something, I think. Let's have a look. Can you check something? That coach corridor connection looks to be exactly the same as an LNER corridor tender one. Right, okay. Might be me as watching on a phone at the minute. So are you asking that looks just like a Gresley coach? Is that what you mean? Or you want about the interior of? Because the interior of this one is not a corridor. I don't think any DMUs came with corridors. I could be wrong because I'm not 100% sure. But no, it's not a corridor type coach, Dan. And it does actually have windows at the one end, which I never noticed before. That's new. It just goes to show how much I pay attention to the trains I buy. I just see the price, that's what it is. Of course, the other end doesn't have windows, which is rather odd, that is. I wonder why that is. I'm sure somebody will tell me if they know the answer to that one. See, we've got window ends on the ends of the power car and the dummy car. Let's have a look at the dummy car. Oh no, the dummy car doesn't. See, dummy car doesn't have windows. So the dummy car doesn't have windows. One side of the coach doesn't. I wonder why it's got windows. Why has it got windows at both ends? It's a mystery to me. Very interesting. Anyway, back to chat. No, Timber. Manchester. Okay, right. Just excuse me, people. I'm just going to catch up the chat. Oh, Dino. Hello, Dino. How are you? Don't worry, you're never late, mate. And to be honest with you, a lot of people say this on their live streams. No one is ever late. You know, you turn up as and when you can. It's just nice to know that you've actually popped on, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Dino saying hello to Paul. Okay. Right, so to you new members, it's always hi all just lurking. Yeah, it's nice to see new members, but just tell us a little bit about yourselves. Do you have a model railway? Or are you just interested in it? It's always nice to know. And yeah, just it helps us all out, doesn't it? Burton Central says class 117 has 9 passenger doors. Class 1110 has 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122 8, 9, 10. There's 10 doors on the one side of this one. Well, that's if you include the doors to the drivers as well. It could be a 117 then. Looks a little bit like DMU power car. It is a DMU power car. The corridor connection looks very basic. It's Hornby, Leslie. They will always be basic. Sorry, Dan. Hornby model by any chance? Yes, it is, Tim. So you can watch the hobos being squished, lol. Ooh. Mr. Ons again. Those windows. Loco needs to see out the back when reversing. Loco needs to see out the back when reversing. So why is the windows in the one side of the centre coach then? Or Hornby just being cheapskates? Let's have a look. People are now saying loads of other people. One power car with windows at the corridor connection end will be for when shunting. At times when removing the centre carriage, so it would be a shunter's view. Okay, yeah, okay, then. Fair enough. Joshua, I have the Hogwarts Express in my room. I'm planning to build a proper layout when I get my own house. Oh, very interesting, Joshua. Where's mine? I think I might have put it away, actually. Yeah, I've got the Hogwarts Express as well, actually, Joshua. But mine's very poorly at the moment. It needs a new motor. Kyle has very kindly subscribed to Timber Surf. Awesome. Not the driver's door, 9. So it probably is a 117 then. It looks to Joshua to be a 1, 2, 3. I have a pile of wood and track that I call a layout. Well, you've got to start somewhere, Martin. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere, but if you're Mr. X, you'll start again 11 times. If I was in charge of Hornby, it appears I have a lot of work to get customers, lol. Yes, Dan, you would, yes. I've said it before, to be kind of honest with you. I've always regarded Hornby as a low budget starter. So if you're buying a Hornby train set, you're basically buying a starter pack to help you along the way. And then once you sort of know what you're doing and you gain confidence within the hobby, then you progress to better items like Lima, or if you want to go brand new, a Curascale or Sutton's, and other brands like that, Rapido, and so on. But yeah, I certainly won't be buying anything brand new from Hornby. But in saying that, I can't afford to buy anything brand new anyway. So if I ever did, it would be a real big treat. It really would. I wouldn't buy shares. I see where you're going there, Clive. Sadly, I agree with you there, friend. Have you gone and painted the Grace Bridge? No, I have not painted the bridge. It is exactly as it was when Rob and Grace had a bit of a play around with it. So when they sprayed the sections here, It is as it was when they finished with it. I've just assembled it to give me an idea of the length of it and sort of help me to try and work out what to do with it. Hornby broken, needs fixing. I do agree. They need to start looking at their pricings first. Why is there no Christmas theme on this week waffle show? You could have worn a Christmas hat. Well, Mr. X, I was going to wear a Christmas hat and couldn't find one. In fact, I think I may have one up in the loft, but just never got round to having a look. Hornby have done a class 110 and 101. They as 3-car units. Lima done the 117 and the 101 as 3-car units. Backman done a 108 as a 3-car unit. So it's not a 101. I know that for certain because Jason at Barnes Junction has a 101, and this does not look anything like that one. So this is going to have to be a 110 then. Martin was spot on. It is a 110. Well done, Martin. The small centre window on the cab ends are giveaway. Just found it here too. Okay. Okay. I'll have a look at that then. Can't go Lehman now since Hornby got them now too long. Well, to be honest with you, Dan, you are right. I think half of what a lot of people are complaining about is the fact that Hornby is still using old Lima tooling and selling items at ridiculously high prices. At the end of the day, you know, Hornby, as with everybody else, are a business, and you know they've got to earn a living somehow. And if they feel that need to oink the prices up on stuff, then that's fair enough. But you know, would you rather have 10 people buying something at full price, or would you rather have 40 people buying something at half price? Who knows? But you lower your prices and you may consider buying them. Pick up a mainline railways Mark 1 coach at Worley, found it for a tenner in the first standard I went to. At the first stand I went to, my face lit up like a Christmas tree. My terrier now has got 2 coaches. Awesome. I am sure it was brick colour, not blue. Right, okay. Right, okay. I could keep going on at this for as long as for forever, but I'm gonna skip a few. So I do apologise if I haven't read everybody's comment. But if you wish to post it again and I haven't mentioned it, please do. That's the £30 terrier that I got from Southampton back in January. I see, Simon. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Terrier. Oh, terrier. Where is the terrier? Terrier. Hang on a minute. I have to tell you around. The terrier's around here somewhere, Simon. I know it's around here somewhere because I've been using it to test the track. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, hang on, what's that there? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. There we are. I found him. He was actually on the shelf. Oh, But that's mine. I did pay slightly more than you, though, Simon. I paid £35 for mine at Dave Angel Trains. And I wouldn't mind, but I wasn't even there to buy it. And I just so happened to see it in a box. And I says, I've been after one of these for ages, Dave. How much do you want for that? And he let me have it for 35 quid. But yeah, very nice. I do like the little terriers. I think it's a Daphol one, isn't it? Yeah, it is a Daphol one. Yeah, awesome little runner as well, that is. Right, right. Grace has now jumped on her own channel. He's in a lot of pain, more since cracks. Yeah, so he's gonna call Monday. Yeah, yeah. You know, joking aside, I know we all muck around and everything, but Rob, I understand where you're coming from with your pain, mate, and I do hope you get better soon. Oh, Chris, Valis 56. Hello, welcome. Ka-ching, Brian Ice. Yeah. Yeah, we all do wish him a speedy recovery. But yeah, bless him. I do feel sorry for the poor man. Yeah, yeah, I do as well, Peter. They are pretty awesome little engines, to be kind of honest with you. I do like them. Yeah, not got many at all, mate. Funny enough, I watched a spotting video at Peak Forest today with a Fastline 56. Very nice. Right, okay. Right, okay. So, what we're going to do here tonight, to be honest with you, I ain't got a bloody clue. I suppose I can show you what I've been up to. I will warn you, the layout is in a mess, as always. I want to buy a real engine. Well, good luck to you then, Carl, because yeah, they're not cheap. And if you do pick up on a cheap one, they're not very cheap to maintain either. Thanks, Bray. If it wasn't extra pain, don't think we would be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be kind of honest with you, Grace, you know, he's, you know, although he was in and out pretty quickly, you know, he had quite an invasive surgery, to be honest with you, on his shoulder. So he's going to be in a lot of pain. You know, his shoulder is going to be extremely swollen as well, because I would imagine they would have blown his shoulder up to get at it, the joints of his shoulder. So yeah, it's yeah, it is. It's very painful, you know. So yeah, poor man. But don't worry, Ben. We wish you well as well, mate. I'm not leaving you out. I am expecting at least 7 canopy bays are built. Oh dear, timber. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't really had a fat lot of time to play with the layout. I've just been too busy. But you know, the odd 30 minutes here and there that I've been getting to come up here and have a think about what I'm going to do and play around with a few ideas. You know, I have managed to. It has to be an Irish locomotive. Well, you need to speak to Mark at Donegal Dad. Then he might help you out. Yeah. So only 4 likes. That's because it's crap. That's why. Nobody likes listening to me waffling. Refresh timber. Why? How many thumbs up have I got now, Jason? What's your next exhibition? To be honest with you, Peter, I don't know. I do know it's going to be next year. There is probably a couple of more coming up towards the end of the year, but I won't be going any more this year. Alton looks like a good one though next year. As to whether I go to that one or not, I really don't know. Good to see you, Brian. Thanks very much, Adam. Cheers, mate. "41 likes. Don't be daft." I'll check after the show. But yeah, if I've had 40 odd likes, then I'm shocked. Model Railway YouTube channel Moderators Award. The final vote. Click the link to place your vote. I thought it was closed, Jason. I didn't realise it was still open. I got a toy fair tomorrow. Oh dear, that could be dangerous, Clive. Wait, everyone, remove your likes. Brian doesn't believe us. Yeah, cheers, Mike. Thanks very much. Wow, really? 41. You all must be bloody mad listening to me waffling along, but for some reason you like doing it. Right, so I'm going to move you again. Mr. Runs. Right, okay. I'll get you all the way up to the top. How high can you go? How high can you go? There we go. Good. Let's turn you around. Right, okay, right, now then, do a bit of adjustment. If you saw the palaver that it would take for me to get my camera out of here, you'd understand why I'm pissing about with a bloody tripod. Right, now then. Okay, so we have a bridge. Let's see if I can get you lot all in a little bit closer. If I move that extension lead over there, honestly, there is so much crap all over the place in here. I was going to tidy up today. I didn't get time to in the end. More important matters were having to be dealt with today. There you go. You can see a little bit better now. So basically what I've done here is I've used, conveniently placed here, I've used Will's Kits Vari girder bridge spans, as you can see there. That's what I've used. And they come in kit form. So you get all these sprues like this. So you get the panels individual, and then the panels are then glued to the top and bottom pieces, which actually have rivets in. Can you count the rivets, Timber? Can you count rivets? So yeah, so this is the span that I've got here right now. Now what I've done here is I'm going to be putting a brick wall across the top of this. Got that here somewhere. What do I do with the brick wall? I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. So here's my brick wall. So that's going to be placed on the top there like that. Okay. I hope you can all see this quite well. So that's going to sit on top of there like that. Okay. When I get round to it, I've now got the this side here, right up to about halfway up the train station here. The retaining walls are all now permanently in. So the retaining walls are now ready to receive the roof when I've assembled it, Timber. Okay. And so what I've done here is using some of this wooden doweling here. I'm going to use that as part of the structure for the roof of the tunnel here, and the roof is literally just made up of a sheet of black cardboard, which is here, and that just sits on the top of the roof here. So when I lift it off, you can actually see the retaining wall goes all the way round to the tunnel portal here, which is right here. And then you've got the retaining wall on the opposite side here, which is this bit here. I know you can't see very well. In fact, actually, hang on a minute. I am going to muck around with this. Right, come on, you're coming with me. Right, I can't see the chat right now, people. So I'll have a quick scan of that in a moment. But basically, that's your tunnel section there. Okay, I'll bring you in, bring you down. So there's the one wall along the one side there, look. And then you got the wall on the opposite side over here. There's your other wall. I know it's dark. I can't help that. I'm sorry, Jason. But you can just about see it there. There's the tunnel portal there. Okay. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to sit on the top here like that. And because it's black card, it's going to make it look dark inside. So hang on, trying to do all this one hand is not easy. So just sit that on there out of the way for a minute. So take you back down, and then you can see the tunnel portal right there. Okay. Now the idea is I'm going to ballast all the track up to the edge of the platform here. Okay. So the idea is because this is a drop down section. Stand you back out a bit here. Right. So all this area here is a drop down section. Okay. So when this drops down, this piece here goes down with the table, and it pivots right there. Okay. So this bit here is loose. That bit there is going to pivot up and down, and then part of the retaining wall on the other side hides the joint. So you've got these piers here, and these piers will hide the gap where it hinges on, and the same on the opposite side there as well. Okay, so over here you will also see, try to get in, you also see the brick paving that I've been putting down on the platform edge here. Right, that paving has been glued in such a way too, so that when it pulls away, some of the brick stays on one side of the platform and some stays on the other, and that hides the join in the platform too. And I will also be doing exactly the same over on this side eventually as well. So where you see the join here, where you see the join there in the platform, when I put the brick paving over the top of it, it'll cover that gap up. So you won't see any of that. Okay. And then the idea is, see, I haven't thought this through very well at all, have I? I've got stuff everywhere. Trying not to swear. But yeah, I've got stuff absolutely everywhere now. Then I've got another tunnel here somewhere, which I want to use as an example. If I can find it. Where did you put it, Bright? Where is it? It was there. Honestly, look, I've got stuff everywhere. Oh, look, there's the tunnel. Right, so the idea is there is going to be place in there. Right, there we go. Right, so there's going to be another tunnel right here. And then what I'll do then is I will then put a bit of ballast along the track here as well. There'll be a bit of ballast along the track there. And then this bit section here will be probably in the daylight. So there'll be a bit covered up here, and then that'll be it. So this section here, this whole section here, is going to be a scenic break here. Now, one of the other things that I've been thinking about, and me and Mr. X have been putting our heads together, as you do, and the idea is I'm going to have a road going across the back edge of the wall here of this girder bridge. So there's going to be a road here, and then I'm going to have a row of shops across the back here, adjacent to the road. Those will be removable. So when the drop section does go down, they obviously won't go with it. Because I also need to make sure that whatever I put on the table here, when it does drop down, I've still got room to walk through, and I'm not kicking or banging against anything. So yeah, so I am limited to height on that. In fact, I'll show you where the height is. The height is actually up to here. So anything above this height here has got to be completely removable. Okay. So that's sort of the plan on that. I know the lighting is crap and you probably can't see it very well, but I'm hoping you sort of get the gist of it. Right, so let's move the mistrons back around here. Hang on. Right, hang on. I'll try and do this one-handed again. It's not bloody easy. Right, turn you round there. Bring you back around to here. Oh, sit me back down and stick you back in here. Being very careful not to touch the off button. Right, let's get you back in there. There we go. Right, okay. Sorted. Right, okay. So I'm kind of hoping you all get the sort of a gist of what's going on there. Oh, there is other things as well. Oh, I'll get back to that in a minute. Doesn't matter. R.I.P. closet door. Closet door? What closet door? Do you want about the door that's over there? That's actually the bedroom door, the way in and out. I counted rivets once. It was riveting. Was riveted to the spot watching. Aha. List is in the comments if you want to know before you finish. Might want to check, buddy. List is in the comments. List? What list? Digger Evans. What list is that? Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments, people, so I'm a little bit behind here. Right, thank you for who have voted for us. Those in the last. Well, if you can't go over until live finishes. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Yeah, Grace, I'm lost. Voted for me. Thank you so much. Digger Evans, Barnabas Junction, Dino, Finneton, New Don't Flyman. Hold on. Well done all and good luck. Good luck to what? Grace, you're going to have to fill me in again. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm a little bit lost as to what you're on about. Guess what, Brian? You're in what? Button. Excuse my French. I'm in the top 10. Top 10 of what? Delph needs more 101 DMUs to send them then. I'd love a class 101. I voted. The Moderators Award, you made top 10 in the final vote. I'm on the short list. Why am I on the short list? I've been voted on the Moderators Award. Why? I hardly do anything. It's usually me who gets lost. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's because I haven't been reading the chat. Banterous Engine. Oh, hello. Welcome to the chat. So many nominations, Brian. Well, to kind of honest with you, Flymo, you should win that, to be fair. I shouldn't have even been nominated, to be honest with you. I'm not. I really am not worthy of that. I really ain't. I do what I can when I can. I'm not a very, as Jason's just put, too much tech for Brian. Yeah, I know. That's why he's DC. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've tried DCC and it just fried my head. And I fried chips and it just peed me off. And I'd had enough. I did have NCE Power Cab, and I sold that to a guy called Paul. Was it Paul? Paul Johnson, I think it was, and he's got an outdoor model railway in the Isle of Wight, and he bought the controller off me. Yeah, so it's still going, but it's now in the Isle of Wight running a garden layout, which is much better than what I would have done with it. Because to be fair, it probably would have ended up in the bin. To be honest, DCC all the way. Yeah, to be kind of honest with you, Tim, the way I see it is, DCC is like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. I hate it. And I most certainly wouldn't go back to it. I really wouldn't. I prefer my DC controllers. I prefer being DC. I will talk about it on mine. You see, Grace, that's an RGJ Trains thing. But yeah, the swear tin will come out in their chat, not in mine. Did I see Hey? Hey, I think his name's Hey. Hey, hi. I do apologize if I've pronounced your name wrong. I do. But H&H Express, hello. How are you? I run DC with a twist of DCC. Well, that's interesting. 110 nominations 110 nominations were made. Wow. I will talk about on mine. Yeah, no, you won't, Grace, because I'll get the swear tin out later. The swear tin is an RGJ Trains thing. Okay. My vote is in. Now, who out of the 10 listed wants to know who I voted for? It will be £250 or Flying Scotsman train set to find out. Has never had one. There will be a time in a few years where DC won't be around. I can see that happening in my lifetime. I don't think so, Tim. I really don't. I genuinely really don't. Dan, I run DC with a twist on the controllers, lol. Andy Dobson, hello, welcome. Da, 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 da. Oh, hello. Oh, what have I done now? Hang on a minute. How have I done that? There we go. Ryan, every time you say DC, you put £20 in the swear jar. I see. Is that what you're going to do? Is it? Okay, fair enough. DC is just simpler for people like me. See, yeah, see that's it, isn't it? You know, excuse me. If you are an electrically minded person and you understand DCC, that's absolutely fine. It really is. Yeah, it's like what Mr. X just said. DCC or DC doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which. Run what you want, how you want it. Yeah, completely, totally agree with you. I can't even. What's that? I can't even say DCC now because of you, Brian. And yeah, to be honest with you, I love it when people say DXX. It's brilliant. But yeah, I am eyeing the HM7000 the other night too. I'll get my coat. Oh dear. I'm a simpleton. That's fair enough. Tim, you say that about DC, but all my life, I've heard technology will help us, yet we still dig holes. What is that? We still dig holes with shovels and spades. Absolutely true. £400 so far, according to Paul. So yeah, there's apparently a new swear jar now. I'm not allowed to say DC anymore. What's that? The young kids isn't where the money is. No, that's absolutely true. Not very clever with tech. I do more modeling and aesthetics. Yeah, and aesthetics wise, yeah. I understand DCC, but prefer DC. But I'm trying a train set that has Bluetooth connectivity. As most advanced, I'll go. That's fair enough. Is that why you bought that train set? Is it, Dan? Instead of DCC, do Bluetooth. No. There's plenty to go wrong with Bluetooth as well. There's plenty to go wrong with Bluetooth. I can't wait for DCCC to come out. You don't need a hand controller. You just need your mind. That would be interesting, Timber. My layout would be running constantly if it was run by my mind. If my layout was run by my mind, there'd be a connection between me and Mr. X. So that computers are taking over our hobby. Don't worry about it, Peter. They're not completely taking over. I don't think I've ever heard the word DCC So many times in my life. I agree, Flymo. Yeah. What's that? Definitely can't comprehend. um, that is true. Once the older generation dies, you'll see trends change. I am young enough to see it happen. Kids will want the flashing lights and sounds and extras. It's the same with IT. Uh, uh, Banterous join ours. The word is DXX then. Yeah, Grace, if you want to put a link to RGJ trains, yeah, do it. I don't currently have that on here right now, so if you want to put your link up, then go for it. Everything is done on tablet these days, not PCs. True, will happen. I can't as phone is charging. Okay, then Grace, no worries. When I bring this up to an end, I'll put a link in chat, or if oh, Timber Surf's already done it. Thanks, Timber. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm not completely, totally dead against DCC, and to be honest with you, if anybody does decide to go in that direction, then great. I'm not completely stupid when it comes to that. Recently, I had, if you all know John, Mystic John from America, he sent me over some engaged locomotives to service. And the idea originally is I was supposed to DCC fit all those locomotives. I could only do two in the end, and that's simply just because of the design of the locomotives. So I sent two back to him, DCC ready, well, DCC fitted, and he's well happy with them. The only downside to that, of course, is John had to pay an extortionate amount of money in shipping costs. When it got over here, there was about however much it cost him to send it over here. I don't know, but it cost him about £90 just in customs charges before I was allowed to get the package. Then it cost him about another 80 odd pounds sending it back. So it was an expensive exercise. But John's extremely happy with what I've done. So yeah, so for a very, very, very short period of time, there was a DCC controller in here. That's now gone back to the person who I borrowed it from, which was Dave Angel Trains. He very kindly lent me his personal controller that he uses for testing. And yeah, I got it all sorted, and that was it. Oh, and just as we speak, here comes Mystic Model Railroad. Hello, John. How are you? You must have been lurking in the background, mustn't you, John? But yeah, I did. I feel extremely sorry for John having to pay so much money just in shipping costs. It was ridiculously stupid. It really was. And I think if I ever get an opportunity for anybody else from over America to send me something to do, I'm going to have to say no to them because it's just not fair. It really isn't. But John, I hope you're happy with what I did. I was going to document it. I did actually start documenting it, and I was going to do some videos on it. But the engaged locomotives was so tiny that I spent mass majority of my time concentrating on making sure I took them apart and then put them back together again. Yeah, I sort of ended up forgetting to I ended up forgetting to video it in the end. So I was too busy concentrating on what I was doing more than just videoing it. It's not as easy as a like a Hornby locomotive or a Lima, where I already know my way around those and I can sort them out pretty easily. But yeah, very happy. Thanks, Brian, especially for the two you were able to convert to DC. uh, he's back to DC. Yeah, I bloody am back to DC. Have a look. I've got it here somewhere or something or another. Oh, I'm getting tangled up in wires here. Let's have a look. I put it down here somewhere. Is it over there? Nope. I had John's letter here somewhere. It's been put away safely in a place where even I can't remember where it is. Oh. Found Grace's letter. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Mr. X, are you playing with the settings again? Yeah, sorry, I don't know whether I went off or not then. My screen did. I'm back. Oh, I did disappear, did I? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was looking for John's letter. John's letter was quite comical. Yeah. Okay. John's letter was quite comical, and he actually put DC and said he daredn't say it himself, which was quite comical. But yeah, I'm back. Yeah, this is where the train runs past behind Brian. Oh, it was stalled. You see, and you wonder why I don't do DCC. It's like I cock up live streams for God's sake. Oh dear. Anyway, what time are we on? Let's have a look. Excuse my fingers. 1950. Okay. Grace, are you still planning on starting at about 8:30? Hours just died when I exit the shed. Oh dear. This is yeah. We just blame Heath. Yeah, it's all Heath's fault. Oh dear, nice one, hi. Yeah, it froze because you mentioned DXX too many times. That's what it is. That's what it is, Pete. 47 likes. Now can we get to 50? No chance, do you know? That's never going to happen. Carry on, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right, that's sort of thrown me back as now. So I went looking for John's letter, and I accidentally, for some reason, turned off my live stream. I don't know why that happened. I have a sneaking suspicion Mr. X has got something to do with it. But yeah, I've got bloody crap all over the place here right now. I actually thought to put John's and Grace's letter together, to be honest with you, because I've had a few letters off people now. I've got this one off Grace, and I got one off John, and I got one from Alan down in Dover as well. So yeah. Sometimes it's nice to do actually get letters. It's really nice. You know, you sort of forget about letters, don't you? You know, it's easier just to text somebody, innit? But yeah, it makes it more personal when you get a letter. Yeah, but yeah, that's great. But yeah, John sent me a letter. It was quite comical as well as, and sort of give me a brief description of what it was that he wanted as well. And yeah, you know, I'm glad he's truly happy with it. I really am, and I'm glad they all got back to him safely too, because that's always a worry. You know, he sent me 8 locomotives. You know, that's not cheap, is it? With all this DCC talk, I'm reminded of the Hornby 01 misowning one of them. Do you, Dan? Grace has. He's seen them. He's seen them before he went live. It was something else for. What was that day, Dan? Yeah. 01. In all honesty, you know, as much as people do knock Hornby were quite revolutionary when they invented the 01 system. I believe they were the first company to come up with such an idea. And it was quite revolutionary for its time, as I said. In fact, down here in more shite, there is a 01 controller system here somewhere. Where was it? There it is. Come here. Right, you go over there. You go over there. And I want that. Come here, pig. Right. Getting pains in my shoulder. Rob, I'm coming out in sympathy with you, mate. But there you go. There's a 01 system. Right there. 101 system. And I've got a 01 system. I've got, I think, 2 slave controllers with it. I've got DCC decoders that go with it, as well as I've even got some of the slave motors, I think, that are used for changing points as well. So I've got the whole shebang here. I've got the complete set, and it's just sat here gathering dust, hoping that one day somebody might turn around and say, "Could I have that, please? That'll make some use." So yeah, so if ever anybody fancies a chance of owning a 01 system, send me an email, because there's one here if you want it. Let's have a look in the chat now. Montrix also tried something like 01 in the late 70s, early 80s. I think the 01 system was invented, I think it was about 1984, something like that, I think it was. I remember it very well. My dad used to have a video shop in Stetchford, and there was a model shop just a couple of doors down from him. I think it was called Southern Railways, I think it was, or something like that. And they had a 01 system in the window. And I always remember as a kid standing outside that window, looking at that and thinking, "Oh, I'd love to own that." But back then, I think I was probably about 8 or 9 years old. I think I was maybe then. But yeah, that's one of the big memories. It was sort of like big first memories I've got of a model shop, really. He just stood outside the shop looking in the window and drooling. But that was mostly because of the fact I wasn't allowed to go inside. Because I think Dad was afraid I was going to drop something, break it, and I'd have to pay for it. Delph, if I got the swear jar out for everything someone said Hornby was crap or not, I'd best the crap or not the best. I'd have enough to buy the company. Whip Hannah into shape if you were still there and make it better. Okay. Mintrix, okay. Never heard of it. Was it good? It was for its time. It was for its time, but it is very old hat now. You said to me a few waffles ago you would send it to me. You said you would message on Facebook, lol. Did I, Dan? I don't remember. Oh, Ewan's in the house. Hello, Ewan. How are you? So Ewan's in the house. Mintrix tried. Yeah, Dan. Okay, right. Me and you need to organise a meetup somewhere, I think. And we need to do a swap, I think. So you want the 0-1 system. I want that layout that you've got. So I think it's a fair swap, don't you think so? Oh my God. Is it freezing in the attic, Ewan, or is it just freezing in general? Come to Dan's, it's not far from us. Yeah, but you and Dan are miles away. But yeah, I think the best thing for you to do, I think, Dan, is send me an email. Send me an email, and then I know for sure I've got your message then. It's a bit complicated on Facebook. Although I've got Messenger on the Finneton Central group and stuff like that, it doesn't pop up on screen that I've had a message on that side, only on my personal account. So yeah, I do occasionally go on there and I'll see there's been a few messages that people have sent me weeks or months ago. So yeah, I think the best thing for you to do, I think, is just to send me an email, Dan, and we'll get it sorted out. A meetup, the boards in 0-1 must be midnight and all blacked out. Code words would be used, lol. Well, if it's anything like me and Rob, Dan, it might end up being blow up dolls. Yeah, Rob knows what I mean. Freezing outside, Brian. Heavy snow here, but very Christmassy. I bet it is actually, Ewan. Telford's frozen solid at the moment. I mean, we're at about -2, 3 at the moment. I think we are, and it is quite picturesque, to be honest. Yeah, Telford looks very beautiful in the ice and the frost. Just a shame about the rest of it, the rest of the year. No, it's not a bad place. But yeah, it is. It's very picturesque at the moment. But you know, even though it's cold, I hope everybody's got the heating on and keeping warm. Because let's face it, you can't take it with you. But yeah, Dan, you and I need to have a chat. My work colleagues are based in Telford. Oh, are they really, Ewan? Oh, that's interesting to know. Do they have model railways as well? It's just wet and cold here, -3.5 degrees. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I almost got an Apple II once. Apple II. Oh, I suppose that stopped somewhere, didn't they? Lightly snowing here. Oh, it's snowing in Crewe. Getting we're getting updates of the weather now, are we? It was in great um, external conditions, but didn't work apparently. An Apple II or an Apple Lisa can fetch you a fortune, because every retro PC guy wants one. Oh, I see. Any made properly yet, Jace? Probably not, no, Grace. They have one recently found out about my addiction. Oh, right, okay. You've got an addiction for collecting old tech, have you? Oh, I see. Your addiction to trains. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So, has all the Thomas jokes come out yet? Have they, Ewan? I remember the once I was working at a garage, and before anybody gets any ideas, I was working as a valeter at the garage. Although I used to be a mechanic back in the day, but yeah, I was working at a valeter in a garage, and they learned that I had a fascination for model railways. So there's like no holes barred. They come straight out with all the jokes. They were playing the Thomas Tank Engine theme tune in the garage, and I just nodded along to it. It was great. I love Thomas Tank Engine. Everybody of my age loves Thomas Tank Engine. The Fat Controller was very cross. You see, now which generation watches Thomas Tank Engine when we refer to him as the Fat Controller, whereas the younger kids refer to him as Mr. Top and Hat. It's a bloody Fat Controller now. Live with it. Sure to do. Thanks, everyone. Great live. Bye for now, everyone. Pete, you take care of yourself, buddy, and thank you very much for joining in. It's only very light, but nothing significant. Just sticking to the already frozen frost ground. Yeah, I figured it probably would do. Surprisingly, Brian, no Thomas jokes. They seem impressed that I had a YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm impressed that I have a YouTube channel. I'm impressed with the amount of subscribers that I've got on my channel. Last I checked, I think I was about 4 off from 800. It's like I just don't understand why so many people have subscribed to my channel. I really haven't. Because let's face it, in the past 6 months, pretty much burger all has happened here. little bits here and there. Although I fixed the track. The track is now fixed. It is now running absolutely brilliantly. The only issue I've got at the moment is I need to clean everything. Everything all needs cleaning. Bloody hell, 50 likes. Brain's my nickname. I have 797. Do I really? Wow. Okay. I stopped watching Thomas after the CGI version. Oh, honestly, I watched the CGI version the once, and I think Tom's Tank Engine was pulling a wheelie around the track, and I just thought, if the Reverend Audrey was still alive, he would have gone bloody mad, because the whole point of Tom's Tank Engine and the stories of Tom's Tank Engine were stories that were true to life. Oh, I've had another subscriber, have I? Cool. Um, and oh, we've got another new one here. Yvonne Yates. Oh, welcome to the channel, Yvonne. Glad you could join us. And the whole point of Thomas Tank Engine is the stories that were used in there were actually real life stories. And the Reverend Audrey wanted the stories to be told in a very true to life sort of way. So when you see Thomas in a CGI version racing a Chinese train because he's gone to China to visit, he's gone to China to visit somebody, and him and this Chinese train are racing each other down the track, and he's putting wheelies down the track. It's like it's like completely ruined the whole concept of Thomas Tank Engine. And I don't know who owns the rights to Thomas Tank Engine these days, but they want shooting. Basically, they've completely and totally ruined the whole thing. And the poor Reverend Audrey would be rolling in his bloody grave now. I think it's bloody disgusting. It really is. So that once the Americans get hold of it, it would be vulgarized. And that's exactly what's happened. I completely and totally agree with you, Dan. You know, excuse my French, but it's pissed me off. It really has. It's a wonder why kids are like the way they are these days. It's when they put crap like that on the bloody telly. It was bad enough. I actually banned my kids from watching the Teletubbies. It's like the maternal toy company who owned Barbie owns Thomas now. Didn't they own Transformers once upon a time as well? Before Hasbro? Don't know, can't remember. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's like Thomas Tank Engine was basically a way of being able to give the locomotives a personality, which is why they put a face on it. All of Reverend Audrey's trains never had a face on them. Well, if they want to, they can. Free speech, freedom of speech, isn't it? For inciting violence. Inciting violence. Well, what can we say about that, eh? Anyway, back to the real world. Hasbro has owned Transformers from day one. Yeah, I thought they did, Dan. I thought they did. Yeah, Mattel. They owned quite a lot of toys back in the 80s, didn't they? Yeah, it is all big money now. Absolutely. I said that if I had the money, I would buy Hornby and Thomas Wright's back and bring it back to Britain. Yeah, totally agree with you there. I would like to get Atomics N scale Japanese style Thomas though. Okay, fair enough, Raymond. Honestly, considering selling up my 00 to carry on with N-Gauge. Really, Christopher? You okay? I couldn't deal with N-Gauge. John's trains were a mission, especially with these fat fingers. I used to have an N-scale Thomas and Annie Clarabelle by Tomix. Okay, fair enough, Leslie. Actually, I didn't even know they did Thomas Tank Engine in N-scale, to be fair. Wolf, Ringo, Star, voiced the series 01 and 2. He was supposed to do series 3, but because the production was delayed, his contract ran out, and Michael Angus took over. I do prefer the Ringo Starr days, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, when you listen to the two different versions, Ringo Starr sounded like he was having fun with it, especially with all the voices that he put on as well. It was really good. It captivated me anyway as a kid. Anyway, um, Raymond, I bought Atomic Stuff, only missing James' set still available. Well, I think Jason's wife Rachel collects Tom's Tank Engine. Is she still collecting Tom's Tank Engine, Jason? Uh, I wish Samuel Jackson voice as Thomas. Oh, Samuel L. Jackson voicing Thomas. Yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see that happening. Ringo Starr got told off by the Reverend Audrey for calling Thomas Tommy. Did he really? Oh dear. Very PC of them. No, gotta be Morgan Freeman. He's great at voice. Oh, I could listen to Morgan Freeman all day long. I really could. He has one of those voices. Stephen Fry is another one. Imagine Stephen Fry telling the story of Thomas Tank Engine. That would be ace, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Just my experience of it. I really like the TT120 concept, and I liked what I saw, not only from Hornby, from third-party scenery makers, also had to offer. Yeah, okay. Yes, he did the audio books for Harry Potter. Oh, did he really, Grace? I didn't know that. For Thomas, it has to be Willie Rushton. Oh, I don't know who he is. James Earl Jones. No, don't know him. Another good one. Paul. Yes. No, I don't know that one. Johnny Morris did the original Thomas books on record. Oh, okay. I don't know who Johnny Morris is though. Stephen Fry. Oh, right. Okay. Then I didn't know that, Grace. Actually, I never got the audio books. I just bought the books instead and just read them. Actually, my wife enjoyed reading them to me, to be honest. Did the audio version after Johnny Morris. Right, okay. James Earl Jones played Mufasa in The Lion King. Oh, I don't know. I think I've only ever seen Lion King once. Audio books are excellent, Brian. Yeah, they are. My wife listens to audio books quite a lot. And for those interested in N-Scale Thomas, Darren's put a link up. James Earl Jones did the voice. Ah, now I know who he is. I see, Paul. Ah, yeah. I say he's the guy that is in Coming to America then. I'm with you now. Sorry if I've gone quiet. I'm just clicking through different things. Right, Jason, when does the voting close for the Moderators Awards? I still can't believe that I'm in the top 10 of that. You must be blooming nuts. I'm not worthy of that at all. I'm really not. I listen to audiobooks all day, even work. Just finished all 51 Discworld World books for the third time. Oh, bloody hell. But they can be bought cheaper at blah, blah, blah. Wicked, my Jones Butcher van has arrived. Forgot to go and check the post box. Oh, dear. Well, Tim, you'll have to post that on the group chat later. Let's have a look at it. Voting closes at midnight Wednesday. Right. On the 13th? 13th of December. Right, okay. You've done your fair share, Brian. I don't know. I know people do an awful lot better than I do. But yeah. I'm in the top 10. I don't understand that. I really don't. I'm flabbergasted. And I thank everybody that has voted for me, but I'm no one special, really. I don't know, Grace. The Dad's Army one, Brian. Okay, I think I know the one you mean, actually, Tim. But yeah, post some pictures of it later. Be interesting to have a look at that. Terry Pritchard had all his unfinished books destroyed, every disc and paper, after he died. Oh, I wonder why that was. Hello, Simon. How are you? Waffles. How many trees have you sold, Simon? I have first editions of all the original Railway series books, including a signed to me copy of Duck and Diesel. Oh, I remember that story. I remember, I sort of vaguely remember the tune they used to play for Diesel as well. It was like, it was very Arabian. Is that, am I right in saying that? I think, yeah, it's very Arabian sort of sounding. It was, and Ringo Starr played a great way of making his voice sound oily. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Didn't he first appear in Troublesome Trucks? Was it Troublesome? No, that was Thomas, wasn't it? We've sold 80 trees today, 9 on 4 meters. They are heavy to lift, I must say. Bloody hell. Well done, Simon. I have 6 copies of the complete collection book works through buying first edition original Railway series. Sodor books signed by both Wilbert and George, and one by Christopher. Wow. Dan, I bet they're worth a few bob now. They must be. Wow. I think they filmed it. The destroying of Terry's last hard drive. I may be mistaken. A road roller was involved. Why did they destroy all of his stuff then, Flymo? Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Yeah, we're all doing very well, Simon. How are you feeling now? You properly got over COVID now? Was I on the not nominated list, Jason? You're still royalty to us, Dan. I met the Reverend Audrey. in a modern railway exhibition in London in 1970, and I sat on his knee. Oh, that must have been awesome. 12-foot trees. Our rooms are mainly 8 feet at the most, unless in an older house. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was his last wish. Oh, was it really? Wow. Destroy your incomplete works so that no one else can complete them and bugger them up. Yeah. Oh, who did that? Enid Blyton. I remember reading Enid Blyton's books. Famous Five and Secret Seven were my favourites, and I remember reading one of the books of the politically correct version. Completely ruined it. Absolutely, completely ruined it. Post them, Brian. Post what? Oh God, what have I missed now? I'm over COVID, but now the desk worker is lifting trees, and my back is killing me. Oh dear God! Before people wonder who George is, he's Wilbert's brother. I did wonder that, actually. Thank you, Dan, for clearing that up. Helped create the island of Sodor. His history, it's history, people, and geo. Oh, can anyone tell that I was not very good at English? He was a librarian, so was a knowledgeable man in. Okay. Posted. Right. Okay, Tim. Thank you. I'll have a look at that later. Terry Pritchard didn't want anyone else to complete his books. He was afraid they might be altered. Yeah. Well, yeah. Going back to that. Yeah. Well, because I think in Enid Blyton's books, she portrayed life as factually correct at the time. This was going back to a time where the women looked after the men, and if if there was a sandwich to be made, the women would go and make the sandwich, and they'd put the ginger beer in there. They'd get everything all ready, and then the men would carry the sandwich with the picnic bags, to wherever it was they were going on their adventures and that. But no, the politically correct police decided that was disgusting, and it should be altered. Well, I'm so sorry that somebody found something that was factually correct wrong. But anyway, we're getting on that bandwagon again, aren't we? We'll get Jason telling us off again. It's always nice to have somebody that, says, calm it down a bit. So making progress on your layout. Yeah, Simon. I've been having some issues with YouTube just lately, in terms of I'm subscribed to people, and not all the time, but sometimes some people's videos will come up and it doesn't pop up in my to be watched list. It's only when I'm scrolling back through and I'll say, oh, so and so's posted a video, and I'll click on that and then realize it was like from 2 weeks ago or something. So Jason, Simon, if you have done an update of the railway recently, I apologise, I haven't seen it. But if you haven't, please let us know how things are getting on. Oh, hang on, it already has. What he said, we are still working on wires for the control units, as we are going to be able to use something daisy controls. Oh, I don't understand what that is, sorry. Markland mobile station and ECOS to control the layout, we need a lot of wires. Interesting to see that you're using an ECOS. I would have thought you would have been using something like a Z1. I'll get back to that in a minute, actually. Yeah, because going back to earlier with the DCC thing, DCC is fine. There's the for people who can understand how to use it, it's absolutely fine. But then when you start putting factors like Bluetooth into it and you putting Wi-Fi into it, that's when things start to get a little bit odd. I mean, I had my NC power cab crash on me a couple of times. That wasn't fun. But Bluetooth is great as long as the satellites are in, if your phone is in the right proximity to your controller system, it's absolutely fine. But it's like with Peter Waterman, he was having, because he's running Z1 system, Z1 has got 01 on the brain now, Dan. But he was running the Z1 system on his making tracks, and he was having big issues with Wi-Fi connection, big issues, and it was really, really annoying him. So that's one of the downsides to the Z1 system is you really do need to have a bloody good Wi-Fi system for it to work. No satellites involved in Bluetooth. Yeah, I know, Tim, but as soon as I said it, I know I got it wrong. No worries, Brian. I have done an update lately. Oh, haven't done an update lately. I have done some short vids of sections of the layout, but not a complete update. Okay, well, I'll look forward to hearing that then, Simon, because I really am very interested in the build of this layout of yours. It's awesome. I had no problems with my NCE for 20 years. Yeah, I didn't even know the NCE was 20 years old. I changed to DCC last year, and locos run much smoother in general. It's no more complicated than DC if you don't want it to be. Yeah, okay, Chris, I understand that. To me, he's using the same system as me. Hang on. Sorry, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me just quickly have a look at this. What we got here? Please give this a like, please, mate. Cheers. Give this a like. Shout out Karen and Jeremy Kyle Wannabe. Thank you. Okay. All right then. All right, I'll have a look at that in a bit. Let's have a look. I'll stick to my NC power cab. You see, NC power cabs are very popular, and I understand why they are. Daisy handheld controllers. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what the Daisy hand controller is, to be honest. I'm very happy with my Gauge Master Prodigy Express. There's an awful lot of people that got Gauge Master as well. Prodigy Express, the Prodigy Advance and Advance 2. A lot of people like them. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you can change quite an awful lot of CV settings with the NC Power Cab. As I learned recently with Jason, that there is various different versions of the Hornby Select, and only later versions can change CV settings, whereas the earlier ones can't. The Gauge Master Prodigy is a rebadge of one of the least popular systems in the US. Oh right, okay. Brian, we use the ECOS command station as the main controller, but we will also be able to use controllers for LocoNet, if you know that one. I think I've heard of that one. And the Marklin mobile station and the ECOS app for the phone. Okay. Ah, Mark's in the house. Hello, Mark. And hello, Lisa. Made it home on time. Well, sort of. I'm going to be ending my stream very shortly because RGJ Trains is going to be coming on soon. In fact, they should be on about now, really. So, Grace, if you're still here, or Rob, when you two are ready, let me know. And Flymo, could you put their link to their channel in chat for me, please, pal, if you don't mind? Thank you. Or one of my other moderators, that would be awesome. People are now saying hello to Mark and Lisa. Should be at some point. Okay. I almost went with Marklin when I got back into trains, but decided to stick with the 2-rail DC. I might need some. I might indeed buy some Marklin Z though. Okay. Evening, everyone. Well, I'm going to be wrapping up my live stream shortly anyway, because we'll spend a bit of time with my wife tonight. Yesterday, I was busy. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. No, it was Thursday night. No, Thursday night, I spent most of my evening building IKEA flat packs. So, like IKEA. And Friday, I think I just spent the majority of Friday evening just doing general cleaning, I think. So, yeah. Hi, and by Moneybrook Junction. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Flymo, thank you very much. So, everybody, there's RG Trains link. Obviously, Grace will be joining. Lisa said gummy worm. Yeah, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yes, very good, Lisa. Yeah, sorry, people. I understand what they meant by that. Sorry. Dan, I don't find the attraction in 000 gauge 3-rail systems, but can see why the older stuff is collectible. I mean, I don't understand. Well, I can sort of understand why the old stuff is collectible. Do I know the Muffin Man? No, I don't. But apparently Grace does. And she's probably shouting that now. Right. Okay, everybody. Right. I'm definitely going to be wrapping this up now, because we want Grace and Rob to have a little bit of time with us all tonight, don't we? All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for watching. You've seen that I have been doing something over there, much to Timber's disgust, that I haven't been doing anything more advanced. But over Christmas, I will be getting to that. I have taken out points in the two junctions on this side, and things are now running much better. I've sorted out all my derailment issues as well, and I just realised that you are on late. I'm sorry. Peter, don't worry about it, my friend. It's great that you was able to jump on anyway, but we'll catch up on Rob and Grace's stream shortly. But yeah, so things are going quite well at the moment. Not as well as I'd like to, but you know, life gets in the way, as you all know. But over the Christmas period, I am actually going to have quite a bit of time to do some work on the layout at least. But for now, oh, Donegal Dad's been in the background as well. Hello, Mark, and goodbye, Mark. Um, but yeah, yeah, there's going to be a lot going on over Christmas. What I've got planned, anyway, at least. But what I've got planned and what I'm actually going to do are probably two different things. But all right, no worries. Well, I'll catch up with you and Rob in a moment, Grace. But yeah, so hopefully over Christmas, I'm going to get an awful lot more work done to the layout. So I'm going to be concentrating on Thinnerton Central over Christmas. And then in the new year, I'm going to start looking at sorting out the mess over on this side. So yeah. So have a happy Christmas, everybody. And yeah, it's a bit weird actually, really. It's the last live stream before Christmas. Yeah. So have a lovely Christmas, everybody, and have a happy new year. And I will see you all in the new year. And I will show you what I've been getting up to over Christmas. So if it's a message me, email, all right. Yeah. Just send us an email, Dan. It's fine. Just send me an email and we'll get something sorted out. John, you are very welcome, my friend, and I'm glad that you're happy with what I've done to you locos. But yeah, so everybody enjoy Christmas. I hope Santa Claus buys you something really nice, and I look forward to seeing what goodies you do get over Christmas. You too, Peter. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much, Martin. That I do appreciate that. So yeah, so if you want to catch up with what's been going on the railway, well, on the model railway, then you can go over and join the Finnerton Central Facebook group, where you will see behind the scenes of what's going on in between YouTube videos and live streams, and that's pretty much it, really. That's the end of my plugging, I suppose. Thank you very much for all joining in tonight. It's always overwhelming to see so many people on here. It really is. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and happy modelling, everybody. Take care for now, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.